What's good, everyone? Freddie Trades here. Today is Thursday, October 9. And as you can see, we are green on the day, up $3,904 across the 5 accounts. Now let's get into the trade. I took one trade on ES. Let's get into that. So coming onto the day, notice that didn't move much overnight. This was the London and Asia range here. I was on 30 seconds. So as you can see, combined, it was like, I think 85 points. So yeah, 85, 86 points. I was looking for the move to be during New York, right? So hop on the hourly chart, mark out some highs, some lows that are of interest. I think these are also okay. So yeah, London high here, London low down here. And I was looking for coming onto the day, I was bullish because of the move that we got yesterday, basically all-time highs. Want to be bullish. Um, so yeah, so came on 9:30, 9 o'clock, got to push down at 9:30 into the 10 o'clock. So up this low. Now the next low that I wanted to sweep with this, we swept that low, saw that we're tapping into this 4 hour gap where bias is bullish, so I would have taken a long out of this area, which you'll see I did. Next target was down here, right? So once I saw that we were in this 4 hour gap, I checked to see which asset was stronger. And Q at the time had looked weaker than ES. Smart out ES also. Right, ES took the highs before it came down. London high, NQ didn't. For 1 30 second, you can see that. 30 minutes, sorry. NQ didn't take the London highs while ES took its London highs, right? So NQ was stronger there. And for the day, I was bullish, right? So if we came down, I was looking to long on ES. So again, ES came down, also took out this, tap into this 4 hour gap, took out its London lows, and was pushing down, right? So now let's hop onto my trades. I'll like to show the actual trade that I took. It was one trade, but I did take it on ES and MES, but it was the same trade idea, same around the same entry. Okay. So all right, here we are looking for we're in this 4 hour gap, right? So I'm looking for longs out of it. Where is the I can never find the tool. Where the box is. Okay. All right. So this is the 4 hour gap that we're in. I'm bullish on the day. I want to see a move back up, right? Drop down to the hourly. See that there's also an hourly gap. 30-minute, okay, in this area. 15-minute. Same thing, gap up here. And then there's a small gap here that will come into play later because this was my target or my first TP, right? So saw that we're getting this move down, aggressive push down, right? I'm still bullish. We haven't disrespected, we haven't inversed the 4 hour bullish gap as yet for either NQ or ES. So I'm still bullish and I'm looking for longs, right? Now this was a trade that I took. I noticed that we were in this 5-minute gap over here, and Q, like we were starting to show signs of reversal. So I sized down, took on ES, took a jab at this, right? Could have waited for confirmation here, which would have been this IFVG, but we would have already been in the 15-minute, which was my first TP, right? So I took a stab here. Again, size down. My stops were at these lows. Let me just mark out the position. So this was a gap that we were in. Wanted to see us push through. So entry long was here. Took a stab here. Had I think it was 6 point stops. My stops were below a Let me go back on this chart. Okay. So I think it was a 30. Okay, so my stops were around this area. Below this 30-minute gap there. So around below this gap actually. So my stops are around this area. Yeah, 6 point stops. Took a stab here again. There was no confirmation, so I kind of sized lighter and had fairly decent stops, right? So if we, if we had pulled back down more and I got stopped out and then we created um bearish gap, inversed it, I would have re-entered. So yeah, took a stab here and got to move up into this 15-minute gap, which as you can see is where I exited, right? Took off right there, right? And the reason I exited is because although I was bullish on the day, we were getting signs to show that we may continue down further. So I knew that we probably would have seen rejection in this 15-minute fair value gap, which we did. So I mean, it kind of chopped down more before coming back down. Would have stopped me break even. I didn't take partials here. I took full just to again, although I was bullish, we're showing signs that we might want to flip bearish. We could inverse this 4 hour, which we eventually did. So I didn't want to hold looking for higher, right? So this was a trade, came up, tapped me in here, took me out here, and kind of chopped around before coming back down. All right. Another trade idea that I saw, which worked out pretty nice, was this long right here. This long idea right here, right? Failed to take these lows, showing signs of reversal. Uh, wait for this inversion, which we got here. It would look something like this. Stops down here. TP up in this gap or whatever. So this was another solid play that I saw, similar to the play I took. There was just no confirmation, which again, when there's no confirmation like that, and I take a jab, I size small. I have pretty wide stops because I know that this is an area that it could reverse, and maybe I don't get confirmation and play still works out. So yeah, but yeah, this was another good setup that probably would have taken, but I was done for the day. And yeah, that's all for today. Overall on the account, I'm up 16,000. And yeah, on to the next.